In this video, you will understand how the search engines work. How do search engines work? So, you want to know what makes them tick and how you can use this information to achieve a better search engine ranking? Let's get started by looking at how they work. Okay, first, each search engine will have slightly different methods of collecting data, but the concept will be similar. Most search engines use what we call a spider. So what does this spider do? Well, the primary job of the search engine spider is to crawl out across the internet and find the best information possible. The spider is the program responsible for finding new content on the internet and then indexing or storing that information. The spider will crawl your site. Once it finds your sitemap, it will follow the links to your subpages and then index them. It's also not a bad idea to submit your sitemap page directly to the search engines. All the major search engines have submission forms that you can use to submit your site to before the spider has time to crawl your site. Here's an example of a spider that is crawling different web pages. As you can see in the middle, here's a spider. It can crawl this site, it can crawl this site, but to get to this site, it needs to crawl this site, which finds here. So if you think about a world wide web, a big web out there, and each of the spiders that the search engines send out, which can be many thousands of little spiders, crawling your website and finding other websites through other websites. That's where we have indexing. Indexing simply is a term used for collection and organization of information across the internet. One mistake a lot of people will make is that they only attempt to get their home pages ranked and not any of their subpages. It's critical that all of your information gets indexed. One simple way to ensure that all of your subpages get indexed is to provide a good sitemap for the spider to follow. Here's an example of indexing. As you saw earlier, the spider would crawl to the web pages here. Now if the spider finds that the web pages are acceptable to the algorithm standards, then what the spider will do is it will index or store the pages to the search engine database. Search engines are designed to seek out the most relevant information on any given subject. This makes the experience of the end user much more efficient because they get the results they are looking for. You see, your mission should be to offer the most relevant information and useful information as much as possible. Your information should be new and it should be fresh, because if you use too much old content, the spider will recognize this and it will decrease your page ranking. So the spider actually visits your site more than once. So if it finds that it has old content every single time it visits it, then it decreases your page ranking. The algorithms. Another thing to remember is that search engines are nothing more than programs running sophisticated algorithms to find information. However, these algorithms are quite complex. They use a pattern to find good information, and you can use this to your advantage. Once you have a quality website up and running, the search engines will seek you out if you did your good homework. Offer the best quality content and the search engines will find you quickly.